All right, I am here with David Azizi from the law offices of David Azizi, and we have discussed some things as far as contingency fees and some other things related to personal injury cases and car accident cases. And today we're going to discuss exactly how much an attorney makes as far as fees as a percentage basis. So, David, is there an industry standard? Do some people go lower on their fees? Do some people go higher? Or are there ways to negotiate these fees to a much lower percentage? How exactly do fees work with a personal injury case?
In a personal injury case, the standard in the industry, like you said, it's 33 and one-third before filing a lawsuit and 40% if you file a lawsuit. Now, by law, it's a negotiable amount. But like I said, in the industry, most attorneys charge 33 and one-third and 40% if a lawsuit is filed. In some cases, depending on how difficult they are, some like slip and fall, trip and fall cases, some attorneys even charge up to 45% in attorney fees and 40% for prior to filing a lawsuit. And usually, the way I practice is I try to avoid litigation as much as I can, but in certain type of cases, unless you file a lawsuit, it's not going to get the case settled, or it's not going to get what the client deserves in compensation, what's fair and just to them, because the insurance company on the other side is looking at it saying, look, for example, in a slip and fall, trip and fall case, they're not willing to hand over a lot of the details, documents, information that you would need in order to be able to prove your case until you file a lawsuit. They may offer you a nominal value before filing a lawsuit, but sometimes as attorneys we are forced to have to file a lawsuit. Sometimes in auto cases where we can wait and try to see if we can reach a reasonable settlement value with the insurance company, I do wait and try to keep the fee to 33 and one-third. But a lot of times there will be situations where, for example, liability is disputed. The insurance company, even though they know that their insured is at fault, they'll take a hard stance and says, no, we're not at fault, or okay, fine, we'll only agree to 50% fault. And in those circumstances, again, in order to get what is just and fair to the client as far as their compensation for the injuries they've sustained, we're forced to have to file a lawsuit. And the other thing is, you said, are there people who charge less? Perhaps there are, but what I tell my clients is, look, if there's somebody out there that's willing to cut the rate and provide a lesser amount than what the industry standard is, there must be something wrong. It's the same saying as it goes back. If it's too good to be true, then it must not be true. Because what they're doing is they're basically taking the case, trying to make a quick buck, settle with the insurance company, and then tell you, well, okay, look, this is the best you're going to get. You're not going to be able to get more than that. And I get clients like often where they call me and say, my attorney wants to settle my case for this much. I feel it's worth more. I said, yes, it is worth more. And then I come to learn that the reason why the attorney's trying to settle is because he negotiated a lower amount, a percentage, and he doesn't want to do a lot of work. He or she doesn't want to do a lot of work on it. And so what they're doing is they're trying to take a volume of cases like that, offer low percentage, and just settle them cheap and just get as much money they can right away, and they don't really care much about the client. But that's, I guess, percentage of fees in a nutshell.
Absolutely, and I completely agree with you. With most things in life, if it's too good to be true, it's too good to be true. We've all been through those situations. So if you have any more questions about attorney fees, or if you have been hurt in a car accident or any type of personal injury, please feel free to contact the law offices of David Azizi. You can access the phone number above in the YouTube video as well as below in the info, or you can go to davidazizipersonalinjury.com. Thank you for your time, David.
All right, thank you.